Female Entrepreneur Success Stories. Hey, I'm Sway Buckley, business strategist for creative female entrepreneurs, and I'm super excited that you are here. I understand as a female entrepreneur myself how important it is to be motivated by other people sharing their story. So I'm going to briefly share a little bit of my story in hopes that it will motivate you, and also just to encourage and let you know that really anything is possible, and so you can understand that you're wired the way you are wired for a reason. And you are not called to do the same thing that everyone else is called to do. Like your path is totally different and it's going to look different. It may feel different. And sometimes that can be a little unnerving, but there is definitely a reward on the other side of your persistence. So with that, I will just give you a little background. So I am a trained dancer. I went to college actually for dance and had a crazy freak accident the first week in school, stepping or jumping onto a needle that when I was sewing my ballet shoe. Long story short, in a nutshell, anyway. And so anyway, I was threatened to have my foot amputated because of the incident, and thank the Lord that did not go down that way. And but what happened was I was in a situation where I couldn't dance, and I had surgery. And of course, this is what I was focusing on doing in college. Of course, I did have a minor, two minors actually, in business and religion, but I didn't go for that alone. I really wanted to continue my training, and I was eventually able to do that, but it took a while to do that. Now, so during that time, I was able to think of different ways that I could use my gifts, because I knew I didn't like being in a way in my life where I didn't have the fullness of my limbs to actually do what I enjoy doing. And I knew that I didn't want to live my life in a situation ever being um, feeling that I had to live according to someone else telling me that I was good enough, like for example, for a dance job. So I said, well, what else could I do in addition to this dancing? I want to do dance jobs that I want to do and not have to wait for someone else to tell me that I was good enough. So while I continued training after I got back on my feet, I wanted to continue to seek out these different opportunities and other things that I enjoy doing with my dance. And long story short, I eventually ended up creating a staffing firm, it started off with dance. And my first client was a school district. And so to this day, we contract with arts organizations, cities, municipalities, all different types of programs, and with other large organizations. So with that first opportunity, I didn't even seek it out. That's the crazy thing. Like, I didn't even know what to call it. I didn't have a business name. I didn't have a business card. I didn't have a website. I didn't have all the things that people say that you need to have in order to make some money. I had none of those things. Like, I didn't even know what I was doing, but I did have an opportunity. And so I want to encourage you today, if you are in a situation where you're called to business and you're not really sure what your next step needs to be, what you need to do next, but you have an opportunity, I want you to, number one, take that first step. Take that first step. See what's on the other side of that opportunity. That's really the only way that you're going to find out. Okay, and as you're building and discovering more about this business or the ideas that you desire to walk out and to monetize, I want you to make sure you have my checklist. I've created a free checklist for female entrepreneurs who are starting, or if you're already in past or you're in the startup mode and you're wanting to expand your business, this would be a great checklist for you too, as a refresher and some things to really hone in and focus on, just to make sure that your business model is on point, and that you're focusing on the things that needs the most focusing in order for you to be successful in your business. So what I've done is I went ahead and created this checklist specifically for you. These are the things that I wish somebody would have told me when I was getting started. I put the link below in the description box. Make sure you go ahead and get that. Come back here, comment, let me know how everything is going, what your next questions are. I'd love to hear more about it and how I can help you on this journey. All right, you have an amazing day. God bless.